got a notification. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Okay, look like we in. Alright, let's go ahead and kick it off with Revelation 3 and 10.
This Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
If you can't really hear it, just let us know, please. Baba Kashah. Alright. Kahalam La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Wahakudah Sukkah. Alright. Thwadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for the Holy Spirit, and double honors to the hopefully elect elder apostle slave to be saved. Lord willing, start with those at the Great Millstone Church on down to the rest that may be out here under the same doctrine, and much peace and many blessings to the rest of the brothers, from the elder brothers on down to the younger brothers teaching this truth, and to the rest of the believers, the brothers and sisters, the men, women, and children of the Israelite race that are in on this faith, the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, to the end, to you, Shalom, as well, but ultimately Shalom to the elected 1/3, those that will go on, you know, that's about to go on and be found to happen at the house of David. So, if we can read that scripture one more time.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah. So, this is what we're going into for this tonight's class, last understanding, and pretty much you know, the what is it Slocky, what is it and how to keep from it, you know, from a beloved brother. Okay, so the focus is gonna be what is it. Let's jump to Revelation. Slocky, not Revelation. Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and start at 19.
Fine. Matthew chapter 10 verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
That hour. Go ahead. So
for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
So there it is. Pretty much the hour of temptation is dealing with Jacob's trouble, but ultimately it's going to be that Revelation 13 and 16, man. And we know that because, matter of fact, if we can get Jeremiah 30 and 7. Come on, brother. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
See? Going back to what? Revelation 3 and 10. Let's jump back there.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
See? And the only people that said to be kept from something from a time known as the hour of temptation, which is obviously a part of Jacob's trouble, right? Because you couldn't be kept. Jacob can't be saved from Jacob's trouble if that's not including the hour of temptation. You see what I'm saying? So who's going to be kept from the hour of temptation is going to be Jacob. You know, the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians that are in on this faith, the elect, men, women, and children. All right, Lord willing, those that are in on this faith, you know, as we speak in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And that also tells you that it is really a part of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, because it says he's going to keep them from the hour of temptation, but it also says that Jacob's going to be saved from Jacob's trouble. That's trouble. If you can get that word trouble, okay, in the Hebrew, and I got this word temptation in the Greek, and we're going to prove that it's ultimately, the mark of the beast, man, which is the chip, okay? That's the highest point of the hour of temptation. Come on.
The word trouble in the Hebrew, it goes into straits.
Speak up a little bit.
It goes into straits, distress,
Yep.
and trouble.
Yep.
Vexer. It also says rival wife.
Rival what?
Wife.
Rival wife. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you got. Jacinius Chaldee.
Yeah, we're doing that. So the Jacinius Chaldee lexicon, it says a female adversary.
A female adversary. And that's dealing with what? You know, that strange woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You said what?
I said the wisdom of this world.
Well, go ahead.
A female adversary, enemy, especially a rival. And again, it goes into distress, and that's it.
Yeah. You know, so that's pretty much, like I said, all that's including, the hour of temptation. Now, when we go into that word temptation in the Greek, Revelation 3 and 10, it says what? I got it. Oh, let me close this out. That's why I didn't come.
I'm there.
You got it. Let me play it real quick. Matter of fact, that's why this shit tripping. So I can.
$39.86. Pyrasmas. Pyrasmas.
Pyrasmas. Okay, and we want to jump to the outline biblical usage. And it ultimately says what? It says attempt, trial, proving. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's dealing with. It says the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, constancy. It says an enticement to sin. You see, temptation, whether arising from the desires or from the outward circumstances. So it's Jacob's trouble. You see? Yeah, Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And there go the her to the trouble. You know what I'm saying? And that trouble is dealing with that woman that's about to bring forth that, that baby. If you can go there real quick. 2 Thessalonians. Matter of fact, let's get it in 2 Ezra 16. Because that's where we at. Yeah, now her being that strange woman. Going into Proverbs. You know? Which is America, man. Come on. The daughter of Babylon. And really, that's the spirit, that selleth the nations through her witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty much the hour of temptation is also dealing with. That's how you know it's ultimately going to the chick. All right. When you get that scripture, you got that, bro. Second Ezra 16. You can start at like 35, I want to say, or 30. Let's see. But yeah, because we can go into we can go into the her, but we really want to focus on what is it, okay? Go ahead, bro.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month.
Start it. Jump up.
Yeah, fine.
To my hear my servants, hear my word. It's like 30. It's like 30. Try like 30. It's like 30. Yeah, it should be like 30 something. Let me jump there. This second Ezra's 16 and yeah, 35. You got it, bro.
Yeah, 2 Ezra 16 and 35.
Come on.
Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
Come on.
Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it.
Come on.
Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake.
See? Come on. Which is the these damn idols, Esau, come on.
Behold,
technology. That's a god of this world, man. Come on.
Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
Yeah. So the Lord, he said, check this out. Don't believe what these people telling you. Another God is the news. You see what I'm saying? That's another God. You see what I'm saying? That's another God, man. And they telling you what? You need to get this, you need to get that. If you don't get this, is gonna happen. It's a variant, it's gonna be this. Eventually they're gonna be telling us the money's dirty, you need to, switch over and, get that rice. What you see, sitting right there, man. Take that rice, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son.
Yeah. So ultimately, it's a lot that comes with this woman. She not only about to bring the hour of temptation, right? Which is really Jacob's trouble. Ultimately, that's what it's going to give birth to. You see what I'm saying? But a part of the birth is pains, plagues. That's the trouble. You see what I'm saying? But the pinnacle, here goes Satan. The pinnacle, Salaki. The pinnacle of that trouble, Salaki. So yeah, the pinnacle of that trouble is what? Is that the Revelation 13 and 16, man. You know what I'm saying? When you completely, what you gonna go back to that word temptation, when you completely are being tempted to throw away your integrity. You see what I'm saying? What you know that's dealing with a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of lack of losing a lot of loss of how can I say it? There's a lot of losing integrity is synonymous with dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, they tell you that in Job. You know, Job sitting out with his lips. Matter of fact, if you can go to that, Job 3. It's actually Job 2. Yeah, that's the spirit. You can't make this up. Jump straight to the point. Job 2 and started yeah, you can jump straight to the point. You guys can start at 7. Come on.
Job chapter 2 and verse 7, it says, So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord Yahweh, and smote Job with sore boils.
Yeah, he smoked Job with sore boils. Okay, come on. And that's a part of Jacob's trouble, a pestilence. A lot of issues, a lot of Satan effing with you. Come on.
Yep. It says from the
Oh, at the highest level, like not before. Like Satan gonna be off the hook. You see what I'm saying? He's getting off the hook as we get closer and closer to the pinnacle of this thing, man. Come on.
Yeah, kind of. And it says, with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown.
Come on.
And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal.
Yep.
And he sat down among the ashes.
And he sat down among the ashes. Come on. So it's going to be some low times because Satan is going to be around during Jacob's trouble, which includes what? The hour of temptation. You see what I'm saying? That's what's really going to get it popping. Satan going to be let loose, man. Come on.
Yep. Then said his wife.
Which is called the devil, which is Esau. Come on. Then said what?
Then said his wife.
There go, see? A rival wife. Come on.
Unto him.
Unto him, come on.
Dost thou still retain thine integrity?
Ooh, man, come on.
Yeah. Curse the heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Shai, and die.
So you're gonna it's a consist of trying times where you just want to just lose your integrity. You basically want to go off. You want to blaspheme basically everything. You know what I'm saying? You want to quit and give up. That's what it represents. So we could jump back to 2 Ezra 16. Okay. And matter of fact, if you could read through 10.
Job chapter 2 and verse.
Speak up a little bit.
Job chapter 2 and verse 9.
Come on.
Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity?
Yeah.
Curse Yahweh Bashem Shai and die. But he said to her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women. Speak it.
Yeah, it's a lot of prophecy in Job for those that can't receive it. All right, it's your lot to listen. Go ahead.
It says, What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
Yep.
And shall we not receive evil?
That's what the hour of temptation is for. Everybody gonna be put in Job. It's gonna be a Job-filled world. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's why it's good we getting ours now, man. You see? Because we still going to be down here when that hour of temptation come to really try and put people to the test. Integrity. Hence, the hour of temptation. When your integrity is put to the test. Now, going back to 2 Ezra the 16th chapter, when you go into that Jacob's trouble, it says a rival wife, right? You know, of some, didn't it say strange woman or something like that?
Yes, right.
A strange woman, going to Proverbs. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, like the brother posted, the Revelation 18:4 said, "Come out of her, my people, and be not partaker of her sins." See, you got moments where men, where those of honor and integrity lose integrity. You see what I'm saying? Due to seduction. You see? Temptation. That's what America's about to bring. That's the whore. And she's gonna spread this ideology throughout the earth. Right? You see it right now. The appetizer is everybody being seduced by the whore to not even, you could say it like that, but really everything is bullheaded, by America, man. Believe it or not. Like how those emails came out of Fossey. knowing that, yeah, it started in Wuhan, but you know what I'm saying? But so what the hell he doing with him? You know, why was he in on, you know, America's in cahoots? Why you think it say in Psalms the 60th chapter, Moab is my wash pot, and then he gonna cast over his foot over Edom? You know, they put together Moab and Edom. And Wuhan is Moab, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can read that 16 and 35 one more time, Baba Kashah, we're gonna go ahead and run through this. Because it's fairly simple.
2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 35. Hear now these things
Come on.
and understand them.
Go ahead.
Servants of the Lord.
Yeah, you better hear these things and understand them, man. Because ones don't know what's what. You got it. This written because you got to know what this is. You got to know what the hour of temptation is. You got to know what the pinnacle of it is. You got to know the purpose of it. You got to know the purpose for it and everything. This a trial. This a trialing test. We going to Zechariah the 13th chapter. What do you think it's talking about when they say? It's first further getting at when they say 2/3 gonna be cut off in the land thereof, but the third part shall be left there. Shall be left therein, and he gonna bring the third part through the fire, and he will try them, you know, and refine them as silver, or try them as was it gold is tried and refine them as silver is refined, you know, paraphrasing, and they gonna call on the name, you know, not just the name of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, but they gonna stay in that name, they gonna run into that name, that strong tower. Meaning they're gonna stake with what the Heavenly Father stand for. You know what I'm saying? Which is not folding, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the hour of temptation is about, man. Where you want to curse the Most High, where the times is trying to tell you to curse the Most High and just die. Why even keep fighting? Why even keep going? Why even see this through? Just die. Just fold. Just give in to Satan. That's what the hour of temptation is dealing with, man. So the link to the hour of temptation also is Zechariah the 13th chapter. That's the fire. Temptation goes into what? A trial. You see what I'm saying? You know? And you got men that ain't gonna fold. You know? And the highest point of that is gonna be what? When they bring that beast, that mark of the beast out, man. But that before that can happen, that's what this whore gonna give birth to ultimately. But before that can happen, she gonna have birth pains. That's all these trying times. Jobs on the line. Esau and his seducing words, his words smoothing the butter. Pestilence, the sword. You see what I'm saying? Seducing spirits, men having itching ears. You see what I'm saying? All that's gonna happen before. Those are perilous times. Those are you know, shit catching fire everywhere. You see what I'm saying? That's a part of it, man. That's a part of the process before the hour of temptation, which is when she ultimately gives birth. Go ahead and read that, bro. Bible shot. Unless you got something. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 16 and 36.
Come on.
Behold.
Go ahead.
The word of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Believe not the God to whom the Lord spake.
Yeah, you're gonna have the news they're gonna go defamation. You know what I'm saying? That goes back into Revelation, Matthew the 10th chapter. He said, matter of fact, jump there real quick. 10 and 19.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 19.
Go ahead.
But when they deliver you up,
Yep.
take no thought how or what ye shall speak.
Go ahead.
For it shall be given you in that same hour
See?
what ye shall speak.
So this, you know, these some trying times. Hours is denoting time. And this temptation is denote a trial. You know? Lord gonna put you to the test. You sure you with me? You know what I'm saying? You sure you golden? Okay. Go jump back, bro. So that's a part, that's not the ultimate, that's not the birth, but that's one of the pains. You know what I'm saying? suffering defamation, being delivered up. You know, they could try to force you to take the, you know, into what? These camps. They could try to force you to take the join the camp. You know, you and your family, all that. Hey, this real, man. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack.
Hey, the same man that told you about the hour which you will be delivered up is the same man that told you about the hour of temptation. So you tell me, are they different? Go ahead.
Verse 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son.
Hey, a lot can happen in an hour.
Like,
See that? Maybe on the 59th minute, you got the mark of the beast. Ain't no maybe. That's just how it's going to go. It's just a duration of time. A lot going to happen in an hour, man. Come on.
yeah, kind. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Yeah, so that's just getting close to that time. When that ultimate thing is birth. You know? Go ahead.
Which
Pain's gonna, you know, you're gonna get the signs that is on the way. And that's what you seeing. They clearly about to, hey, this stuff clearly about to happen. World War III clearly about to happen, even though we're going into the chip. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's dealing with ultimately. But it's clearly about to happen. Go ahead.
Which pains when the child cometh forth.
Hey, America's clearly pregnant. The world, Esau's world is clearly pregnant with bringing forth the mark of the beast, man. You see what I'm saying? This RFID chip. It's clear. It's clear. These so-called white people have got to bring forth this mark of the beast. They love technology. That's the next thing. They changed the Staples Centers to the crypto arena, man. It's done already. 700 million deal, which is spiritual. Go ahead.
It says, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's basically it. So the Lord telling us to what? What verse you in?
38.
Go ahead and read through 40.
Yep. Verse 39 says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth.
So the plagues is gonna. You got plagues a part of before the birth. You see what I'm saying? Lord, like, yo, you need to work check these plagues out. These plagues out too. Go ahead. Because the plagues is leading you into that ultimate time. You see? Go ahead.
In the world.
And then so you have to go through all of this, and then this nigga gonna bring a chip. Damn. You like all this shit and this too? Many gonna fold. You got people losing their job. We not even in the hour yet. The birth not even here. Go ahead. So the plagues, the Lord is, you don't put the plagues to the side to get to the ultimatum. You gotta make it there, man. Go ahead.
And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
That's why it's so written. So it's written so ultimately, like it's written with such an extreme. When the hour of temptation come, Lord said, I'm gonna keep you from it. But he also said, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you gotta make it to that point. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so big, the hour of temptation. That's it. You know, fought all the other goons on level 1, level 2, level 3, all the other plagues, and now you got the final boss. You know, that's crazy, man. Go ahead.
Verse 40, O my people, hear my word.
Remember, you can't buy or sell without this, man. But go ahead.
It says, make you ready to thy battle.
Yep.
And in those evils,
Yep.
be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah. See? It's crazy, man. And you got some that's gonna try to stay. That's gonna be tempted, if you will, to stay. Try to stay put. Try to hold on. Nah. I know this the end, so why you take the juice? You know what I'm saying? All these people know it's the end, but they folded. Niggas is through already, man. You know? Oh. I had a scripture. Yeah, I had a scripture. I want to bring this out real quick. This is Nahum. You know. Matter of fact, go ahead and jump back to Revelation 3 and 10. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because it's fairly simple. So yeah, hey, you gotta make yourself ready to battle. Understanding this truth. You know, the hour of temptation, man. What's going on? Go ahead and bring that out real quick. Revelation 3 and 10 one more time.
Yeah, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Yep.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yep.
Which shall come upon all the world.
See? The whole world of Esau. So, which is ultimately Revelation 13 and 6. Let's prove it. Jump there real quick.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
See?
To blaspheme his
So we
name.
dealing with blasphemy. You see? Losing integrity. You know, you completely have lost your integrity if you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, man. The Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, when you know He real. You see what I'm saying? See? But that's what Satan, you know, set Job up to do. You know, to try to do. You know? And then a woman was there and actually used the word integrity. You still keep your integrity? You know, like if you watch that movie Baby Boy, she's like, Jody, you know you want this. You know what I'm saying? No, girl, that's foul. I can't do that. How many would be in that, you know? Even though that scene off, because it ain't, you know, they try to really sell it like Jake go off, you know, with multiplying. You know what I'm saying? Now if it's different if she married, you know. But you know, that's how you know, man. It's America. Go ahead, bro.
It says to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Because really that strange woman is a spirit of seduction. Trying to get you to do shit you ain't go off, basically. You know? America's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Look, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is verse 7. And it says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
What verse you in?
I just read Revelation 13 and 6.
No. To the point. The mark of the beast. 16.
Okay, Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
See? It's gonna come upon all the world. Who's the he? Whose world it is? Esau. He running the world. It's a man's world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Esau's world. The so-called white man's world. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah.
And that no man might buy or sell.
No man. Come on.
Save he that had the mark.
And we know this is literally going to come upon all the world, right? Which is, I believe, if you go into that world. Matter of fact, if you could jump back to Revelation 3 and 10, get that word world. I want to say it's oinkamini right there, which will be the whole earth, right? Which will make sense because if it's going to come upon all the world, it's Esau's world. So basically, that's everywhere. How? Because Esau, the so-called white man, and he's the earth, he the wicked, which the earth, it said to be given into the wicked hands, the whole earth. So let's find out right there what it says, and our temptation shall come upon the whole world to try, you know? Paraphrasing. Let's see if that word world right there is oinkamini. Can you play it? I'll play it, I got it. Yep.
Strong's G 3625. Oikumene. Oikumene.
What do you mean, bro?
The inhabited earth.
It's just that simple, man. Jump to C.
Yep. The whole inhabited earth.
Jump to D.
The inhabitants of the earth.
See?
Many.
Give me A. Baba Kashar.
Yep. The portion of the earth inhabited by the Greeks.
See? So-called white man. It's his world. He's the hand. He the wicked, which is the earth, which is the hands in which the earth has been given into, according to Job 9:24. So it makes sense. This hour of temptation will try the whole earth. Now, what is the so-called white man gonna bring to the whole earth that will be deemed the hour of temptation? Revelation 13:6. We can read 3 and 10 one more time, and then Revelation 13:6, and we're gonna shut it down.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
See, the whole earth, all the inhabitants of the earth, which is star-studded by the Greeks. You see what I'm saying? The Greeks, when they say the Romans, well, you know, this is the fourth beast. Come on.
It says to try them
Yep.
that dwell upon the earth.
See? It tell you right there. Go ahead. Yeah, that's it. Revelation 13:6. So all the world meaning what? In what way? How is he gonna try all the inhabitants of the earth? How? And let's see if it's a so-called white man. Go ahead.
Revelation 13:16.
Or is just a bunch of stuff people just going through? Go ahead.
And he causes
And
all,
what?
And
who?
And he
See?
causes all, both small and great, rich and poor,
All. See that?
free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads,
That's the hour of temptation. Go ahead.
and that no man might buy or sell,
Mm-hmm.
save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Because what America's about to birth is destruction. But it's really what's gonna kick that off, if you will be the mark of the beast, which is like America's a woman's water breaking. When the water break, that's it. Then that baby come, which is what? The destruction, World War III. Cause soon as they bring that chip, the missiles getting shot. Your house shot on the way, it's it. Cause niggas done fucked up. Y'all done went too far now. You see what I'm saying? Now when you go into that word, if you can jump back to Revelation 3 and 10 and jump to that word temptation.
Strong's G 3986. Pyrasmas. Pyrasmas.
Go ahead. What's the first one you got?
An experiment.
It's that simple. That's the temptation. It's going to be an experiment. And if we can get we can get the Google, quick web search.
Experiment.
It says a scientific procedure
See? See? Come on.
undertaken to make a discovery.
Man. You see? That's it, man. An experimentation, man. And it says trial and error. Why? Because it's ultimately not going to work, man. It's that damn mark of the beast. And it's also witchcraft. Oh. Nahum, Baba Kashar. Nahum 3. 3 and 4. Of course, Esau gonna play. Satan. You got it.
Yeah,
Come on.
This is Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot,
See?
the mistress of witchcrafts,
See the mystery. Come on.
that sells nations through her whoredom.
See? The whole earth. See? You still gonna keep your integrity? You still ain't ate no food? You better take this chip and die. Go ahead.
It says in families through her witchcrafts.
See? Small and great. Little babies, shit crazy, man. You know? So this is basically that simple, man. That's what it ultimately is. All right? You know? It's just that simple. That's what it is. And that's what we need to be kept from. Now, how to be kept from it ultimately it says it in it. Revelation 3:10 one more time.
Yeah, Revelation
We can go in the scriptures all day, you know. You know what I'm saying? But it's basically that simple. I do want to finish these words off in the temptation really quick. It says an experiment, which is how we know. But it also says attempt, trial, proving. It says the trial made of you by my bodily condition. It says the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, constancy. You see? An enticement to sin. If you can't buy or sell, your shorties can't eat. You know what I'm saying? Your family can't eat. You can't eat unless you get this mark. That's it, man. That's the biggest enticement. You can't buy or sell. You can't make money or eat. An eternal temptation to sin. You see, it says of the temptation by which the devil sought to divert Yahushua Hamashiach from his divine errand, which was what? Him saying, I'll give you this. He's like, I'll give you bread. He was like, and that's what he told him. He said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. You know, out of the mouth of God, Yahweh. You see? But that was, he basically was saying, it was dealing with him, you can't eat. Here, I can make you eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to entice you to eat. By what's fast forwards now, it's gonna be Esau, that same spirit. I'm here, eat. You know you need to eat. You ain't ate nothing. How do I eat? Bow down and worship me. Lose your integrity. Take this tip. Yahushua said, get these hints, Satan. You know? It says, an enticement to sin, temptation, whether arising from the desires or from the outward circumstances. It goes on to say what? It says of the condition of things or a mental state by which we are enticed to sin or to a lapse from the faith, from the faith and holiness, right? Muslim lead their understanding in the truth. It's crazy, bro. It says adversity, affliction, trouble. There it is, man. Prove one's character. So it's just that simple. And it says ultimately what? It says, temptation, example, trial of God by men, rebellion against God. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. You see? It's just that simple, man. And that's the most rebellious thing you could do is put a damn chip in your body. That ain't the image. You're not even in the image of the Lord no more. We weren't born with chips, man. You see? We weren't made with chips. So this nigga trying to rewrite the Bible, man. This nigga, man. Go ahead, bro. Whatever I ask you to read, Bible shot.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
So how you gonna be kept from it is keeping his patience. You see? That's why it says, in your patience possess your soul. You know? Meaning constantly wait for your house shot. You see? We with patience do wait and hope. You see what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna be kept from this. Keeping your eyes just patiently waiting. Even though you hungry, all this other stuff. No. You're gonna be patient. It's like how we wait for Esau to go into slavery. He that leads to captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience, you see, and the faith of the saints, man. We waiting on these prophecies to happen. Because what happens after he bring it? What happens in 6 troubles? We get delivered. At famine and destruction, we gonna laugh. You see? That's what it's dealing with, man. You know, patience. But we ain't gonna get too deep. You got something?
Nah,
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay, kind. So yeah, James 1:3, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. You know? Really, that's time supposed to help you see how true the word is. You see that trial supposed to help you see, like, yo, this real. This is everything we was talking about. It's about to happen. You see? James 5:7, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. So that's the patience you keeping, waiting on Yahweh Shai. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and hath long patience for it, until he received the early and latter rain. We supposed to be like Yahweh, our Heavenly Father, and learning of Yahweh Shai, our big brother. You see? So it's that simple, man. James 5:10, take my brethren the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of suffering and affliction and of patience. We've been waiting for centuries to see, will thou at this time restore the kingdom, So there it is. And I'm going to read James 5:11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard the patience of Job. See, that's the link. It says, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. If you just hold on. Lord, he made Job richer than he was before. You see? So it's just that simple, man. All right? So you go ahead and read that, bro.
Revelation.
Yeah, 3 and 10. That's basically it.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Mm-hmm.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, keep this word, man. We got a more sure word of prophecy. We have a more sure word of prophecy, man. All right, because what happens after that? We're going to close out Revelation 13, 14. Let me read this. 2 Peter 1 and 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy. You see, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. So the gross darkness is going to cover these people because they don't know what's going on. They don't know prophecy. They don't know what he mandate the chick that basically Yahweh Shai coming right after that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know when six troubles come, and famine and all that, we're gonna last. We're gonna eat, we're gonna be straight, we're gonna be delivered in 7. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. They don't know mercy. You don't know none of that. So you can finish that and jump to Revelation 14. We're gonna close up.
Yeah, Revelation 3 and 10 continue.
Uh-huh.
It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So this is how you're gonna be kept from it, man. Go ahead.
Which shall come upon all the world,
Mm-hmm.
to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yep. Just stay in position. Just wait, man. You see that happen. It's the trial of your faith, work with patience. That's what you're supposed to develop the patience, man, to wait, because you see these things happening. So there it is. So you can jump to Revelation 14 and start at 8.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, start at 4. Come on.
Verse 4 says, these are they which were not defiled by women. I'm going to restart this like it. Revelation 14 and 4. These are they which were not defiled with women.
Whoo! See that?
Yeah.
They kept their integrity. Come on. Which is just a spirit. Come on.
For they
This is spiritually talking. Come on.
For they are virgins.
See? You ain't get touched. None of this could touch you. None of this could touch your mental. You couldn't go off. You see? Come on. By these seducing spirits out here like women. Come on.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
They don't just talk about it. They're about it. Come on. They ain't just talk about it. Come on.
These were redeemed from among men.
See? We was kept from it. Why everybody else took it? Come on. Lord willing, it be us. Come on.
Being the first fruits.
That he said he's waiting for in James 5. See? Come on.
Being the first fruits unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yahweh.
Unto Yahweh and to the Lamb.
You see? Go ahead.
And in their mouth was found no guile. For they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh.
Go ahead.
And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven,
Come on.
having the everlasting gospel
Go ahead.
to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people,
Come on.
saying with a loud voice,
Come on.
Fear Yahweh, and give glory to him,
Yeah, Yahweh Basham El Shah. Come on.
for the hour of his judgment is
See?
come.
Now the hour, you see that?
For the hour
Of his what?
of his judgment
See?
is come.
That's ultimately the pinnacle of the hour of temptation. You see what I'm saying? That the baby being born, which is the destruction. The water, really the water breaking, right? It's basically the baby, but it's more so, you know, the pinnacle is right when the baby about to be born, which is going to be triggered, which is the destruction, which is going to be triggered by the mark of the beast. Because soon as that happens, it's going to say what's about to happen. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yep. For the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven.
See how you talking about worship? That's what that was dealing with. The hour of temptation is dealing with worshiping the so-called white man. Which when you go into that word temptation, it literally said men losing their integrity and not basically worshiping the Most High no more. Go ahead. Because they worshiping the damn so-called white man. Come on.
And worship him that made heaven and earth,
Mm-hmm.
and the sea and the fountains of water.
The so-called white man wants to put you in his image. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen.
See?
Is fallen,
Yep.
that great city,
Come on.
because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Wow. Come on.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice,
Come on.
If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same drink of wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels,
Which is the baby. Come on.
and in the presence of the Lamb.
See? They gonna come right back after that chip shot. After that chip took. And the nuke's gonna be shot. Which is how they standing there watching you burn. And they gonna come back on the chariots burning shit up. That's simultaneously. As soon as they do that shit. Go ahead, bro. Cause now what the Lord created on earth not even here no more. That's why he has to keep a number that ain't gonna do it. Cause it wouldn't be, basically the Bible wouldn't even be real no more. Ain't nobody in the image of the Lord no more. Go ahead. That's of Jake, because Jake was the one made in the image ultimately. You know? That tell you right there, most of our people either gonna if they don't take it, it's probably because they died or they gonna take it. Because the only way you're not taking it is if you are the elect. So you either gotta die or you're gonna take it if you're not of the elect. Period. Go ahead.
Verse 11, it says, And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night.
Come on.
Who worship the beast and his image.
Man, come on.
And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Close out right here, verse 12.
Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, man. So you got a lure. You got a lure of seduction, a scent. You see what I'm saying? It's going to smell good to you, you know? When you hungry, you see what I'm saying? Do you go for it? Well, not if you keeping the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And that's basically what it is. It's what? It's what you see on the right, man. The right side of your screen. It's what's in front of the dollar is what's gonna replace it. The rice, the charagma, the size of that. Hey, the scriptures say many have sinned for a small matter. Got something? Call La, Yahweh Ba'ashum, Yahweh Shah, Wahakadas Wakah. So you know the prophecy, you know what it's gonna look like. So you already know what's next now. Alright? All praise Yahweh Ba'ashum Shah. Shalom.